Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Man, did things get interesting last night. Apparently, I went to sleep a little bit too early. Woke up this morning, all kinds of DMs, messages, all you guys tagging me on Twitter saying, Boogie, it is happening. If you forget, last week I made this video right here. Walter Nolen tweets out, he says, what's the word? What does that mean, all us old-timers? What's going on? What are you guys up to? What's going down tonight? Who responds to Walter Nolen? Well, you can see one Boo Carter says, come back home, brudda. And then lately after that, after I made that video talking about Nolan and Boo Carter kind of recruiting him, you can see Caleb Beasley pops in right behind that with an orange emoji. So these Tennessee players, these Tennessee commits, they're taking to Twitter. They are recruiting. We saw the same thing with Brew McCoy, and the tight end from USC decides he's going to enter the portal. Brew McCoy is right there saying, come to Tennessee, come to Rocky Top. You won't regret it. A lot of you guys told me I was an idiot. A lot of you guys told me that Walter Nolan would never enter the portal because of transfer money. A lot of people told me that Boogie, there's no way he's not allowed. He can't come back. The recruiting violations, everything that happened with Jeremy Pruitt, it's never going to happen. We'll never say never. Walter Nolan has told On3.com that he plans to officially enter the transfer portal. The tweet there from Hayes Fawcett, the 6'5", 300-pound defensive lineman, was ranked as the number one recruit in the class of 2022. He's got 2 years of eligibility left. Now, he sent a message to On3.com. This is what he said. He said, first off, I want to thank God for putting me in the position that I am in today. It's been a good run over the past 2 years. A lot of ups and a lot of downs. Being here at Texas A&M has taught me a lot on and off the field. With that being said, I will be entering my name into the transfer portal with 2 years of eligibility left. And then he follows that up by saying, my recruitment is wide open. So Walter Nolan is officially entering the transfer portal. Is Tennessee in play? Is Tennessee in the mix? Do they have an opportunity to go land the number one player from the class of 22? Oh, by the way, they also signed the number one player in the class of 23. They got a couple of highly rated 5-star prospects in the class of 24, looking to add another in 5-star offensive tackle, Jordan Seaton. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it, but as always, do me a favor and smash that thumbs up just below this video. It's quick, free, easy. It helps the channel. I would appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're not media. We don't talk at you here. We talk with you. Excuse me. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Going to be live on Wednesday night. We're going to do a live stream Wednesday night, either 7 or 8. Stay tuned. I'll keep you guys up to date. We're going to be talking about all the transfer portal news. We're going to be talking about recruiting news. Anything that's going on in the world of Tennessee football, we're going to break it down. We're going to get into it. Maybe talk about the college football playoff. I got a lot of people upset with me about that. You guys are mad. I get it. We'll live stream. We'll talk about it. So come hang out. We'll talk about the bowl game, all that stuff. Drop videos on that yesterday if you want to go back and watch it. But we're going to talk about it as a community, as the Talkin VAWLS family on Wednesday night. Also, NCAA stream moving from Tuesday to Thursday night. So make sure you guys tune in for that as well. But let's take a look at this article from 247 Sports. Texas A&M starting defensive tackle Walter Nolan announces plan to enter the NCAA transfer portal. 3 weeks after the firing of Jimbo Fisher, Texas A&M is now set to lose its first major player to the NCAA portal. Now, a lot of people, if you're not familiar with Walter Nolan, who he is, what type of player he is, you know, when I dropped that video earlier, one of the big names was Walter Nolan. It was a recruiting video from 247 Sports. They said when Jimbo Fisher was fired, they expected a mass exodus of players, and the number one player on the Texas A&M roster that they would try to recruit, try to keep, try to get to stay home at Texas A&M and build a football team around was Walter Nolan. That's the type of impact player he is. That's the type of playmaker he is. He is a dude on that defensive line, and Tennessee we'll definitely have conversations here. I went straight to VolQuest to see what Austin Price had to say about the situation. The first thing he did, if you're a VolQuester, if you're a member of that GQ, is he dropped the GIF. But he left Hubs out of the back seat. He tricked us. But he said that Texas A&M, Tennessee will have conversations with Walter Nolan. Where it goes from there, he said expect it to be a wild ride. And that's something else I talked about in the previous video last week. Walter Nolan's a guy that loves the attention. He loves the drama. He loves Twitter. He loves social media. He loves having fun with these fan bases. So expect this one to take all kinds of twists and turns. But for those that say it's impossible, it's never going to happen, the Jeremy Pruitt stuff, this, that, the other, NIL, can't do it, doesn't want to play for Rodney Garner, the conversations are going to be had according to Austin Price. Scroll on down here. It says 3 weeks after firing Jimbo Fisher, Texas A&M is now set to lose its first major player to the portal. Starting defensive tackle Walter Nolen plans to transfer away from the Aggies, announcing his intentions Sunday night on multiple social media platforms. Says Nolan made the announcement hours after the news broke that interim head coach Elijah Robinson is leaving A&M. Robinson, this is important, who recruited Nolan and served as his position coach, is set to be Syracuse's defensive coordinator under new head coach Fran Brown. Robinson landing Nolan, a former five-star in 2022, sent shockwaves through the recruiting world. Nolan remains the highest-rated recruit to sign with the Aggies since at least 2000. Per 247 Sports, he ranked as the number 1 defensive tackle and number 2 overall player in the 2022 class. Now, if you go back and you look at his recruitment, you look at the way it played out, Tennessee obviously very involved there. This thing came down to Tennessee, Texas A&M. Everybody thought that Rodney Garner was going to win out. Rodney Garner always gets his. That wasn't the case. Texas A&M wins out the services of Walter Nolan. A lot of speculation as to why. We know Jimbo Fisher has built some huge recruiting classes down there at Texas A&M. Why is that? Why do you think that Jimbo Fisher has done so well recruiting at Texas A&M? Is it the results that he had on the field? Or is it that Texas oil money? Was Walter Nolan looking for money? Now he got his money. Now he's looking to get developed and get to the league. And he knows. I think Walter Nolan knows the way to the NFL is through Rodney Garner. But you go back to the recruitment. He took 5 visits to Texas A&M, including an official on October the 9th in 2021. Also took 5 visits to Tennessee. He took the official in December of 2021. Next to that, took 3 visits to Alabama, a couple of visits to Michigan and Florida. Also took a visit to Georgia. But again, this thing is going to be wide open as we go into it. It says in 2 seasons with the Aggies, Nolan certainly flashed his potential. Across 12 games this season, had 37 tackles, 8.5 tackles for loss, and 4 sacks. Also impressed as a true freshman. Had 29 tackles, 2.5 tackles for loss, and 1 sack across 10 games. Goes on to talk about Nolan leaving and all the other Texas A&M players that have entered the transfer portal. But again, Walter Nolan is an immediate impact player. I mean, you go back and you look at his scouting report from high school, and it talks about his size, his athleticism, his abilities, and then he goes on and that translates directly to the college football field, right? I mean, we just saw right there, played in 10 games as a true freshman, 4 starts as a true freshman. Then in 2023, played in all 9 games, started 6 of those games, and then you see the numbers. Again, as a freshman, 29 total tackles, a sack, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. And then in 2023 as a sophomore, 37 tackles, 4 sacks, and a pass defended, but also the tackles for loss is something that's important there. Walter Nolan is very good. He's very efficient, not only in the pass game, but also in the run game. And I think when you look, at Tennessee, going into 2024, we know what James Pierce is going to do. We know he's going to wreck shop coming off the edge, and then you've got guys like, Joshua Josephs, Tyree West. But then what happens on the interior? That's where you're looking to add Walter Nolan, and we've seen Tennessee make the offer to one of the kids in the portal on the defensive line. Hearing a lot of grumblings that Omar Norman-Lott is likely to come back. Omar Norman-Lott looking to come back and play his senior season at Tennessee. You add Walter Nolan alongside Omar Norman-Lott, sign me up and let's go. We know that Rodney Garner is going to run that rotation, but Walter Nolan would come in day one and he would move right to the front of the line and he would be a game changer for this Tennessee defense in 2024. We've talked about how, the back end's got to get better. The secondary has to get better if this defense is going to improve, but it all starts up front, and we saw the difference. In the first half of the year, when the defensive line was getting home and they were getting pressure, this defense looked a whole lot better on the back end, so you got to play that complementary football. But what do you guys think? I know a lot of you said, hey, it ain't going to happen. Can't beat that Texas A&M money. Can't beat that Texas oil money. No way he enters the portal, Boogie. No way it's going to happen. Walter Nolan now officially into the portal, so I'm assuming the comments will be, nope, no chance Tennessee gets him. Not going to talk to him. Can't happen because of the Jeremy Pruitt stuff. Austin Price of VolQuest confirmed Tennessee will have those conversations, but it's going to be a wild one. Smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out the merchandise. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. Appreciate you guys picking up the merch. Tag me on Twitter at Boogie Bentley. I would love to see you guys repping that Talkin VAWLS merch. Also, shout out to the members of the channel. You want to be a part of that. You want to be a part of the family. You want to support this community. This channel is fan funded. We can't do it without you. You can hit the join button down below. Right beside subscribe, there's a join button. You can hit that. It's $1 a month. That's it. You like the videos, the content, the live streams, the community aspects, whatever it is you like about this channel, you can be a part of that for $1 per month. You also get custom Talkin VAWLS emojis, access to the fan call-in shows, all kinds of fun perks and benefits. But if not, that's fine. Smash the thumbs up because that's quick, free, and easy. Jump to the comment section. Let's talk about Walter Nolan because this is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.